for coming to TESOL.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you very much for being our plenary speaker for our closing plenary on our 40th anniversary, and also for taking part in 2 roundtables. Would you like to tell us something about all of these different things that you're going to be taking part in?
Sure. So the first thing that I'll be doing this afternoon is a forum similar to the topic of my talk. So it's around so-called non-native speaker teachers and looking at different aspects of the debate. So it's 4 different speakers, 2 native speakers, 2 non-native speakers, giving our perspectives and really kicking off an open forum discussion with the whole floor about this issue. The second is tomorrow morning, and it is about, you know how in Spain, local authorities, regional authorities, etc. have spent a lot of money on teacher training and development programs. So I think the roundtable asks a very pertinent question around, well, have they been, has it been money well spent? How impactful have these teacher development and teacher training programs been, particularly when it comes to the learners and what they get out of via the teachers, of course, out of those programs. So a similar format, so different speakers speaking about their experiences, their contexts, their ideas, etc., and then open to the public. So those are the roundtables, and then the closing plenary tomorrow Sunday afternoon, is called the native factor, their haves and their have-nots, and why we still need to talk about this in 2017, because we still do. So again, looking at the issue of the privileges that in many parts of the world, those who were born in environments where English is spoken, and they get better job prospects, career development paths, etc. And looking at the inequality and the lack of equity for those who were not born speaking English, and we speak other languages, but we chose this to be our profession and have been spending years and years achieving qualifications and experience and expertise. So challenging some of the prejudices and talking about the issues around inequality.
And where does your interest in all of this stem from?
Well, looking at there are 2 things here, if you like, in terms of topic. One is the native, non-native debate, and the other one is professional development. I am head of teacher development, so professional development has always been my area where I'm really very interested in. And ever since I started teaching, I thought that I was really interested in teaching teachers as well as students. So from a very young age, I started training to become a teacher educator. I was 23. So this is what I have been doing for a long time in different contexts, in different countries. And so I'm still, as my job description, as my job title says, I'm still in that field, and I'm really still very, very interested in it. So that for me would be my specialism, if you like. The other one is a cause, and I think it's one that I felt I needed to lend my voice to, because I suffered discrimination, prejudice. I see it took me much longer to get to where I wanted to be working in the UK because of that. I think it's unfair, and I want to help colleagues who are in that position in many parts of the world.
And do you see that you've actually made progress in your cause?
I think some things have changed. So if I look back at what the situation was when I first moved to the UK and tried to make a living out of my profession, it was almost impossible. And now it's not that difficult. It is kind of much more accepted that somebody who's a professional and qualified teacher of English as a foreign language can get a job. But even so, you can still feel that there are sort of more covert, or there's some kind of hidden discrimination, and it's more discrimination, I would say, out of omission or ignorance, or not understanding that there are more career paths than the normal certificate diploma that everybody knows and loves. And in, you know, those who don't fit that role, or that profile, if you like, even though they may have equally valid qualifications and equally valid experience, they're kind of left out. So I think there's still, within English-speaking countries, that is the job that needs to be done. There's a lot of prejudice still within agents, particularly those who work with schools in English-speaking countries. And the interesting thing is there is a lot of prejudice in countries which are not English-speaking countries, but it's our own discrimination and prejudice. One of the things that strikes me every time I come to Spain, is the amount of signs in schools and the unique note, because everybody advertises the same, the unique note selling point is profesores nativos. And that is something that needs to change. It needs to change because we're selling a non-professional. Well, there are lots that are professional, but you know, the basis for selling is birth, an accidental birth, rather than how well prepared and how expert or specialised or qualified they are for the job that they're doing.
Well, let's see what people ideas from the floor tomorrow in your round table, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow as well. Closing plenary. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's a bit we edit out.